Hey, Chandler Bolt here, and in this video I want to show you a new strategy that I've developed for writing. It's kind of a spin-off off of what you've probably heard me talk about, which is the mind map outline write process, and also it's a little bit of a different strategy to the recording into your phone for rev.com and getting it transcribed. Maybe you don't have 48 hours to wait for the transcription from Rev, or maybe you just want something different to kind of get your creative juices flowing and to spark some new thoughts and ideas and to really get into writing. So I'm going to show you an example of how I've used this strategy and how you can use it for yourself as well. So for starters, I'm recording a new video training series that's going to come out here soon. And so what I did is for the first video, which is what I'm working on right now, I went ahead and mind mapped everything out. So you can see there, this is just like I teach in the program or teach in my mind map outline write process. You got video 1. We're talking about the opportunity of self-publishing, and then I just really go out to a bunch of different things here. And you see me really mind map that out. So that's what I did. And then I put it just like I teach. I went from this and took some of my main points and put that into an outline, which I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm going to switch over to my computer view. But before I did that, I wanted to go ahead and show you how I recorded this. So what I did after I did the outline is I pulled up my phone here. So you can see my iPhone here, and then right up here I've got the utilities portion and I've got the voice memos. So what I did here is I pressed the record button right there, as you see. And then I recorded this script. So I'm going to show you how I did that in just a second. It's kind of hard to do the split view right now, but I'm going to show you how I did that. And so that turned out to be just at 8 minutes, and I'm going to show you the process I used for that in just a second. But if you don't have this, you can use your computer to record, or you can use really any other recording devices. Most computers have some kind of voice recorder software on them, or there's always something you can download for free like Audacity. That's a free little program, or maybe you have a Windows Media Player or something built in to your computer. But that's that. I'm going to hop over to the computer view and continue showing you how to do this. All right, so here I am in the screen view, and what you're looking at here is an outline I put together. So up here, what I did is, picking up from where I left off just a second ago, I had that mind map that I showed you, I showed it to you just a second ago in the video, and what I did is I used that to create a rough outline. So this isn't a formal outline like you may be used to or anything like that. This is just a rough outline. So I started going point by point. So I'm just saying things like my light bulb moment when I was out on the ski slopes, or I dropped out of school and my book kept paying the bills month after month. I talk about New York Times study, 81% of people want to write a book, but only 1% actually do. Bust some myths. I'm just putting main points in here. And so I keep going through this, and you see my outline here. It keeps going. And then let's see what else. I talk about, what I teach. It just keeps going. So let's see what this outline is, just to give you an idea. So I have the outline here, and let's go up to tools here and see what the word count. So on the selection, it's about 585 words. So not too bad. So this I was able to type up pretty quickly based off of my mind map. Now here's where it gets fun. So this is kind of similar to what I teach with doing Rev and kind of speaking your chapters and getting them transcribed and then working from there. But it does have a little bit of a twist and a little bit of a difference. So what I did is I went through this, and doing the record button like on my phone, just like I just showed you, I recorded and I just spoke out. So for me, writing is tougher to do than speaking. So I can free flow while I'm speaking, but writing is a little bit more difficult, just not as natural. So I went through here and I just spoke everything out. And like I said just a second ago, it turned out to be about 8 minutes of audio. Okay, now here's where the difference happened. So what I did next was I actually plugged into my headphones into my phone, and I listened to it and I transcribed it myself. Okay, now you may be thinking, well, Chandler, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just send it to Rev and they can transcribe it and it'll save you the time? Well, the cool part is, so I got into the script And what I would do is listening to myself talk about it, it actually sparked more thoughts and more things that I didn't think of when I was on the spot. I just did a one-time through, just recorded what came to my mind. So as I was coming through here, I was adding chunks of paragraphs about stuff that I didn't even talk about in the audio, but as I was listening, it sparked thoughts. So I would pause the recording, I would go off on a tangent, and talk for a while, and then I would join back on the recording and pick back up where I left off, transcribing it as I went, and changing words and things so that it makes more sense. So I kept on going, kept doing that. And then you see I still this is a little bit incomplete because I would do bold of things I needed to come back to. So I said set the hook more and kick him in the stomach. So you may think that's kind of funny, but basically what I mean by that, so this is a great example. So this is video 1 of this video series, very similar to what your intro might look like. So what I mean is I want to set the hook and kick them in this. I want to really just get their attention and challenge their things that they're thinking and really just wake them up. So this is not just another video or not just another book that they look at and it does nothing to them. I really want to stir the pot a little bit. So I keep going through here, and you can see, even though, like I said, this is a video script, so this is a script that I'm going to read from a teleprompter for a video. So it's different from a book, but it's really not. It's very similar. So just like you've probably heard me talk to you about finishing your rough draft and not editing as you go, that's exactly the process I'm doing here. So I know I need to set the hook more and really kind of make bold statements and stuff like that. But I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to keep going with the transcription, and that's exactly what I did to get this finished. So then I moved in here. You see I start bringing in revenue numbers, and I've made a little comment here on the side. And so I'm making comments. I'm not finishing it as I go. Classic motto that we always talk about, done is better than perfect. So I'm just working on getting this first run done. And the way I did this, so I'm working in Google Docs, in case you don't know. So I can just highlight this little piece. Let's say I want to leave a comment here. I'm going to come up here and leave a comment and say, talk more about this and give that story that really illustrates the point. And then I press enter and everything, and then there's the comments. So I can leave comments as I go. So we'll continue going. And then when I come back and add it, I can just click resolve, and then there you go, the comment goes away. So I kept going, kept going. You see more here, and I really just typed this out. And then I have more bold, so okay, here's more things I need to come back to later. And kept going. And then you see, and then I did a little breakdown. So at the end, I said, all right, what's missing in this that I want to cover in this? What's some things I need to go back to and really talk about more? And that's how I did it. And so now how this would pertain to you is this is exactly the process you can use for writing a chapter of your book. You can do this, and like I said, you just want to get it done, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back through here and I'm going to do another draft where I flesh out these missing pieces and then finalize it and then just put the finishing touches on it, and then it's ready to go. I'm ready for me to record the videos. So that's similar to how you would do with your book process. And now the cool thing here is let's highlight this to see how much we're working with here, because this really made this process faster for me. I'm going to highlight this, and we're going to go up here to tools, and we're going to check out the word count. So here we are, 1,589 words. And this, from start to finish, this took right at an hour, maybe even a little less. So I recorded the 8 minutes of audio, then I just went alongside it. It sparked thoughts. I typed everything out. So as you can see, 1,500, 1,600 words in an hour, not too bad. And I feel really good about this. And yes, there's stuff missing, but I know exactly what it is. So, and I know I have a decent idea of what I'm going to come back in here and add. So this will be even longer. And I really have a lot to work with. So hopefully this video has helped. I just wanted to present it as a different way to do this process. a different way to go through this. You know, you don't have to stick to the transcriptions. You don't have to just write all the time. This is an alternative way to get some writing done. And for me, it really sparked a lot of thoughts. And this was very easy to write because I was coming from my, you know, the voice recording and just riffing like crazy. And I just went through this very quickly. So if you're looking to do this for your own book, you know, maybe you give transcription a try. Maybe this is a better alternative. I found this to work really well, and it really sparked some creative juices. So hopefully this helps. If you want to try this out, go ahead and try out the process. Start with a mind map, then turn it into a loose outline, then read from there. Go through and read out, and as if you were speaking to a friend or to a family member or colleague about it, and then listen to the recording and type it out for yourself. Adding in things as you go. So there you have it. There's the process. Hopefully this helps you get your book written faster. Talk soon.